Happy Sunday, everybody! Well, Sunday night. And for some of you guys who might be watching this tomorrow, Monday morning, wherever you are, hello and good day. It is your girl Talaya, and we are here as we are every Sunday. Tonight, we're coming to you with a nighttime showing. So, I hope you guys had a fantastic day, a fantastic weekend, and we're going to get it in. Come on in, and enjoy. Get you a hot cup of tea as always. And if you are tuning in, share with a friend. Be sure to comment anything that sticks out with you or a topic that you want to hear. And if you are joining in on YouTube, welcome in. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, all the above. All the below, rather. And welcome in to Tea Time. So I had to pause on drinking my tea before this. I almost was guzzling it down. It's so good today. I love a good ginger spice kind of tea, and this has got the perfect ginger punch to it. Inside of it, it's got turmeric, limes, oranges, lemons, so many things in it. Honey, echinacea, just so many great things in it. So stay up on your tea. We talk about it every Sunday. Gotta have your tea. But why are we here, right? We are here to fill up our cups spiritually, to bring ourselves back up and to, release those limits and to accept new spiritual principles. And so that's why we're here every week. That's what we're doing. So today we've got a special topic for you guys, right? It's Valentine's Day. If you don't celebrate it, no problem. This topic is for everybody anyway. And it's kind of the most basic principle. So today we're really talking about loving yourself, right? And we talk about this so much. We talked about this quite a few times, over sermons, over just regular inspirational videos, and we hear it all the time to love yourself. And this last year, really, with COVID happening around the world, has really been a great time to focus on yourself and to start bringing love into yourself. But just with this time of year and things that's happening, I definitely see a space where we can start stepping into loving ourselves even more and talking about what that looks like for us to really love ourselves. And so I figured today would be a perfect day to talk about that, right? So I hope you grabbed your tea and you got ready. If you didn't grab it, no problem. Grab it for next week because we're here every Sunday. But back to the main topic, right? Seriously. The importance of loving yourself. Let me sip my tea one more time. It's so good, so good. If you know me, I love, love, love tea. And it goes right along with Talaya. But anyway, so loving yourself is so important because that is where love comes from. It comes from inside of ourselves. And nobody is ever going to know you the way that you know you. You are with you all the time, 24/7, and you're the only person who is around you that much. And so it's important that you are giving yourself love, that we are giving ourselves the love that it is that we are looking for and that we need. And sometimes we don't know what that love looks like, and we get to learn it and really study it. And that's when it comes to getting into meditation and connecting to your higher power, because literally God is love, right? We talk about the Bible every week. But my belief is that God is love. And so love is everywhere, right? This energy is constant. The universe is full of love. It wants to give us great things. It wants to work in our favor, but we have to be in alignment for it to be able to work in our favor with us. Our decisions have to be aligned. Our choices have to be aligned. And also our emotions and our energy have to be aligned with the creator, source, universe, whatever you want to call it. Being connected with that naturally connects us into the feeling of love, right? Which feels like gratitude when you're in a space of gratitude. that has so much love inside of it. When you're in a space of positivity and encouragement and uplifting and honesty, there's so much love inside of that, and inside of growth, inside of ownership, inside of patience and gentleness and understanding and listening. So there's so many things that contain love inside of it that's connected to it as an essence that you can study. If you're feeling like you're missing love, how can you bring that inside of your life even more? Because so many times we're looking outside of ourselves. We're trying to go to so many other people. I know so many men over the years, and women too, like especially women, but definitely it's overlooked for the men a lot too. So I really want to acknowledge you guys on this particular live, is that especially men are a lot of times looking outside of themselves for love, for that emotional portion, and even women too. And that's how, on both ends, we end up in toxic relationships and things of that nature, because we haven't brought the love to ourselves. We haven't dealt with ourselves first. And so, because we're just taking our brokenness, we're taking our lack of understanding, our lack of self connection, our lack of connection to the spirit, the creator, universe, whatever you call it, I say God, to that connection. We haven't dealt with that and connected to that for ourselves to be able to have a wholesome kind of relationship. So we're attracting the negativity and the toxicness that we don't want, because we haven't dealt with the love in ourselves. And so it's very, very important that we start with ourselves first, like really, really figuring out, how do we bring love into our lives, and how can I start loving myself and learning to become our own biggest fan, because already we are our biggest critic. And trust me, as somebody who goes back and forth with perfectionism and really wanting to have things done to a T, and having to learn to just love myself through that and find patience, I definitely understand that experience of struggling with figuring out what loving yourself looks like. And it's important that we take that journey and figure it out, because it's going to benefit us to be our biggest fan versus our biggest critic, right? So that's what I was getting at, is that we're already our biggest critic. And, it's easy to be a critic. It's easy to see what's lacking. We talk about negative is normal, positive has to be on purpose. It's easy to see what's missing. It's easy to see what you don't have and the glass half empty. But we really have to push to see the glass half full, not just in ourselves, but in our lives, and start expressing gratitude more for our lives, for the things we have, for who we are. Because we've made it through. Like, if you're here today, you made it through something. You made it through some things. You've been through some stuff. You've had some situations and circumstances that you had to overcome, that you've had to learn from and grow from. So you've made it through some things, and we get to acknowledge ourselves and give ourselves love for making it through that, and for being who we are, and for growing. Even if it's not quite at the pace we want, okay, no problem. I get to make adjustments, but that doesn't mean I punish myself and take away love from me. Okay, because happiness is something that we have now. Love is something that we have now. It's not something that we have to work towards. It's something that we want to work on having in the present right now, because this moment is all that we have. So we have to work to start experiencing the things that we want to experience in regards to feelings and emotions, and then eventually experiences right now. So what is it that you want to feel, that you feel like is a future feeling, and then bringing it to now? And how do you feel that? How can you feel that way? What things can you say to yourself, or activities can you do to make you feel that way? And for most of us, it's wanting to feel loved. It's wanting to feel seen, right? Which falls right under that category of being loved. Wanting to feel heard, acknowledged, celebrated. So we get to do that stuff for ourselves, encourage ourselves, push ourselves, be honest with ourselves. You know what? This is who you are. This is what you like. It may not be what everyone else around me likes, but this is what you like. This is what you want to do, what you want to experience and go after. And I'm going to do that because I love me, and I get to take care of me the best way I know how, to live this life for me and what my spirit, my creator, my inner God, my universal connection, whatever you call that, is leading me to do. and really getting to tap into that. And that way, we don't feel a lack of love as heavily. It's a different relationship to love versus just being an emotional thing we're trying to experience. It's now a full, like, it's more than just a emotional experience. It's now actions, and we're now in control of having love in our life. We now have the power of creating love in our life, because energy never dies. You just pull on it, and the energy of love is constant. It's always around you. God is always there with you. He never leaves you nor forsake you. It says in the Bible that he will never leave you nor forsake you. God is love. Love will never leave you nor forsake you if you choose to tap into it and connect to that. It's there for you. Love is always available for you to tap into. You just have to push past whatever those mental limits are. You have to push past whatever those emotional limits are that's telling you that you don't deserve love, that you are not worthy, that you have to qualify to get love. You don't. You don't have to qualify to get love. You are able to tap into the love that you want and give it to yourself. You deserve it. So give it to yourself. And the more you give it to yourself, and just start off with gratitude exercises. If you are looking for more ways to figure out how to love yourself, definitely reach out to me. Definitely comment below, because I want to help you be able to connect more to loving yourself. We're going to be doing a 4-day Tea Time Mega Show. It's going to be phenomenal, the Tea Time Mega Show. We're going to have experts on there. It's going to be awesome. We're going to go all the way in on this. And so if you want to be a part of that, it's fully free, it's fully open. Like, we want everyone to come to be a part of that, to really experience growing yourself, learning to love yourself, learning to really give you what you need in this lifetime, so that we can be our best selves and really experience happiness and joy and peace that we deserve to experience in this lifetime, and how to bring that into now. So let me know if you want to be a part of that. If you want that information, I will definitely send it to you. It's going to be phenomenal. But I just wanted to share that with you guys tonight. Love on yourself. Love on yourself, seriously, in a deep way. Give yourself gratitude. What are you thankful for about yourself? What about you do you love? Take your power back by giving yourself love. You give your power away when you're looking for other people who, for one, are imperfect and are still trying to figure out how to love themselves. You're putting your power by looking for the love to come from them versus it coming from you and coming from the ultimate, the source that is pure love. And when you figure that out, then you start generating. When you get it within yourself, you'll generate it more around you. More people will start to be attracted to you who do operate in love for themselves and for others on a different level. They operate in gratitude, right? You can tell how if people operate in love or not by how they speak, by their energy, by their actions. If somebody's speaking negatively all the time, they're complaining all the time, they're probably lacking in love for themselves and for their life. If somebody is making poor decisions, mood swings, depression, anger, those kind of emotional swings, they are probably lacking love for themselves or their life in some sort of way. So it's very clear if you're missing love, and we all can grow in love, me included, can grow in loving ourselves and being better with it. And I'm still learning and I'm still growing in that too. But I definitely wanted to make sure I shared that with you guys, for all of us to be able to take loving ourselves to another level, complimenting ourselves, encouraging ourselves, increasing the possibilities of what we believe for ourselves, increasing our self-value and our self-worth of how we see ourselves, and starting to see us as our Creator sees us, as God sees us. Powerful, strong, wonderful. We are uniquely made, each and every one of us. We are unique. We each have talents and gifts and things inside of us that are designed to bless other people. We each have a light inside of us, and we get to activate that. And it gets activated by pouring love for yourself on. The more you love on yourself, the more you want to be your best self. So keep loving on yourself. I love you guys. I'm sending you guys positive love, positive energy every day, every week. I'm sending you guys the best of the best of the best of the best energy, right? Keep elevating, stay in love, and I will see you guys back next week for another tea time. And I'm going to go ahead and finish sipping on my tea.